Looking all sophisticated, sipping coffee in Johannesburg.
What's the word?
Johannesburg. I, everyone calls it Josie. I've given it a new name. It's JoJo because we're familiar now.
Jojo.
JoJo. What's up, everybody? It is your brother Asad,
And I'm Adrian.
and we are back again with a quick video. And where are we currently located?
We're in Rosebank.
We're in Rosebank
At
in
Proud
Johannesburg.
Marriage.
Yes, it's going down. We have finally made it after a first like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell.
Always.
All right, but we finally made it after a long
and arduous journey.
Yes. That's when you went to the white schools.
Shut up.
I went to black schools. I was about to say long journey.
Long.
But yeah, it was a long journey, man. And
our travel time was extended by like what, 4 or 5 hours?
Yep, 4 hours at least.
Yeah, we were delayed boarding the plane by 2 hours. And then we sat on the plane for like near 2 hours before we could take off.
For another,
It was crazy. I was like, can we get in the air?
Man, we had so many plans yesterday. We were supposed to get here, go to a bride. My homeboy Sandilly hooked it up.
Yeah.
And we didn't touch down, I think, till about 10 o'clock last night. It was crazy. It was just a crazy long,
Right.
I was asking the stewardess, are you going to leave now or now?
And then when we arrived,
right?
We rented the car and we were driving in. I just felt like no one was on the streets. It was so quiet. It was 10, but it felt like we were getting in at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
It was so quiet and like no cars on the streets. And we got hungry when we arrived and nothing was open.
Only thing that was popping was News Cafe, and it was like club lit.
It was lit over there dancing and standing up. I was like, oh, we just wanted some.
DJ was playing music.
Chips.
Yeah. And so we actually sat down at News Cafe, and we were like, oh cool, they're open. We can get us something to eat. And the guy brought us a menu, and the menu was nothing but drinks. And obviously, we don't drink alcohol. Yeah. So that was like, I was like, well, where's the food? He was like, oh, no food. But
kitchen's closed.
Let's tell you about the South African love we received last night. So here we are starving. So let's tell why we were starving. We were starving because the last meal that they served on the plane was a ham and egg sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't eat no pork, man. No pork on my fork. Peace, God. I don't eat no pork. Nothing wrong with those who do. We don't eat it, right?
Yeah.
So
a lot of people don't. Everyone around us, I was listening. Everybody was like, yogurt.
Right. So the option was there's ham and there's swine and cheese sandwich.
Hog and cheese.
There's hog and cheese sandwich, or yogurt and a biscuit. So now I'm sitting there when the lady comes around, the flight attendant comes around. She's like, do you want egg and cheese sandwich, or you want a biscuit and yogurt? And I'm like, give me the biscuit and yogurt off top. So the biscuit is not what I thought it was.
No.
The biscuit was a hard cookie. I'm thinking Grams, Pillsbury, the biscuit, biscuit.
Warm biscuit.
Big warm biscuit. No.
Butter and honey on or something
that
like that.
That wasn't that. No. It was a cookie and a little,
you have to dunk
thing
them.
of yogurt.
You have to dunk them.
Yeah.
Those biscuits. Maybe in your coffee or something.
I mean, it was cool because, I like sweets, but it was like, lady, I'm hungry. I'm a big old 240-pound man. Give me some food. And this little yogurt and this cookie, this a snack for kindergartners. This pre-K snack.
It was tiny too. The little yogurt was so small.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. United is the ghetto.
The ghetto. The trailer park. Never fly United again.
Y'all complain about Spirit, but United is a mess.
Yeah, United. Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, so yeah, after that 4-hour delay, we got
So
here
that's
late.
why we were hungry.
So we tell about the South African love. So when obviously everything was closed, McDonald's was closed, and again, is that a COVID thing or is that like the normal time when stuff shuts down? You know, and I don't think it's a normal time when stuff shuts down.
I don't think so. I feel like it was closing early because of COVID.
Because I can recall like it being like in 2019, I just recall like saying to myself, man, Rosebank was crunk. You know, that little strip right there was popping, you know, a lot later. But then again, we had the children with us, so late could have been 9 o'clock for us. Right. So I don't know. But so y'all let us know down in the comments. But the South African love we received, so everything was closed. And I said, well, let's walk and see if the McDonald's was open, which I could see from where I was that it wasn't, but I was kind of hoping that maybe it was. And we saw people coming down the escalator with pizza boxes in their hands. I was like, oh, let's see. So we went upstairs in the mall, and the pizza shop was actually closed, but there were people still in there. And the manager was so cool. We were like, listen, man, we just got off a plane, just came from a very long way, and we would really, really appreciate getting the pizza. We were like lightweight begging. Lightweight. Right. You know,
like you got some old pizza.
It's a slice that y'all couldn't sell. Anything. Right. Anything. You know, as long as it didn't fall on the floor. And he was the manager, and he said, make them 2 pizzas. They came from a long journey. Just like that. Showed us love, whatever. It was
very sweet. He saved the day.
He did save the day.
It's going to be a long, hungry night.
Ooh,
a long, hungry night.
Nothing worse than going to bed hungry and fat. Both of them. You know, I couldn't be both. Nothing was over.
So yeah, that day ended well. It ended well.
It ended with a reminder of the love that our South African YouTube family always shows us. And I said I would never do a video without thanking you guys for your love and support. Man, we appreciate that from the bottom of our heart. Really, really we do. House cleaning that we missed, but they probably won't check it out anyway because most people only watch the first 3 minutes of the video. Well, actually 7 minutes. So today, December 18th, we will be at the Blaque Continental Bistro in Bryanston at 2 o'clock. Hopefully meeting with a whole lot of our South African family. You know,
come out, bring your money,
and support a black business. That's what we own. That's what we are on. Supporting our own. Be yourself, and no, accept your own and be yourself. That's what Farad Muhammad taught black Muslims in America, right? You know what I'm saying? How does he say it?
Accept your own.
Accept your own.
Be yourself.
Accept your own and be yourself. and the reason why we think it's important to support black businesses is this. Whether you say Allah, whether you say God, Jehovah Jireh, whether you say it's the ancestors, whomever is your divine, whomever is your protector, or however you want to say it, has already equipped black people with everything that we need to be productive and to be great and to be to have limitless opportunity. We already have what we need. We just have to put it in work. We just have to put it in action. We just have to dig within ourselves. It's there. The greatness is already in you. That's the Socratic method of teaching. Socrates would not teach and say this is X, Y, and Z. He would ask questions, right? He would ask questions to draw out the answer that's already in you, right? So I'm saying we already have that greatness in us. So the ability to just do something simple like go to a black-owned restaurant and pay your tab is greatness, because that is a way of supporting that business, and that business can hire another black person maybe next week because of the type of support that people are giving. So I may be getting a little bit off track, but yeah, that is my sermon for today.
Yes. So come on out. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So what else do we want to talk about in this quick video? Well, you know, there was a comment that was made during the second South African American dialogue, part 1. And that comment got a lot of response. Well, it just got my attention. The responses got my attention. And I just want to give my kind of take on the comment. So the comment and I'm generalizing, and I hope I don't misrepresent this brother's words, but he was saying that as African Americans, when we come to the continent, whether we move to Nigeria or Ghana, South Africa, Rwanda, Tanzania, we still have to look at ourselves as a tribe, right? Now he went on to mention stuff about economics and stuff, and I think that brother can articulate his point much better than I can. But in the comment section, there was some pushback to that comment, and I just want to offer kind of my take. The way I see it is that we're in the process now of becoming permanent South African residents, or that is our goal. So first we have to get long-term residents,
or temporary
residency through the critical skills, and then permanent residency, and then maybe one day full-fledged citizenship, right? Depending on if South Africa allows you to have dual citizenship. All right. So at that point, say for instance, 3 years, 4 years from now, we are permanent South African residents, right? And we say, at that point, we can say, hey, we're South Africans, but we can't say that we're Zulu.
No.
Right?
No, that would be crazy.
Right. These ethnic groups here in South Africa have a long and rich cultural history, and I would never come and attempt to appropriate someone else's culture, someone else's, ethnic group, someone else's history, right? Yes, we're all Africans, but distinctly different ethnic groups, right? Tribal groups, whatever language best suits you, right? So our tribe would be African Americans. We can't erase the fact that we spent the last 40 plus years as African Americans, right, in the United States. And I say that to say,
nor would we want to.
No, we want to. We have our
rich,
beautiful history that we created.
Our own heroes that we revere.
And here's my point. There's two things I want to say. First of all, that the history and the culture that we created as African Americans is an African culture because it was created by African people, right? Even the influence of Europe, with the influence of the West, the influence of the geography that we have, we are still African people.
Yeah.
And the culture that we created then is an African culture, as I always quote, the Harlem Renaissance scholar Alan Locke called us a new Negro. And what he was making a reference to was a new Negro on planet Earth. We don't use the word Negro anymore, so we are a new African, right? As you would say, American Africans, right? And that is the culture that we created as African people in that part of the world, right? The culture that Jamaicans created as an African culture created by Jamaicans in that part of the world. So we have so the second point I want to make is that a lot of times we hear Black Americans, African Americans who are interested in returning to the continent, they're coming with maybe a savior mentality. And I'm not saying that anyone, this is not about anyone in particular. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
This is not about anyone. It's just stuff that we hear like, we're going to go to Africa. We have to go to Africa and help those people. First of all, it's not those people. Those are our people. Secondly, that's a white savior mentality, right? We're coming here because a stronger Africa is a stronger diaspora, right? Right. A stronger Africa is a stronger Black America. A stronger Africa is a stronger Haiti. Chinese been figured this out,
right?
And not to sound racist, but our Chinese brothers and sisters already figured this out. The stronger China is, the stronger the Chinese diaspora is, right? Europeans figured it out a long time ago. Whether it's a stronger Europe or a stronger United States, because the United States is, by definition, an extension of European history, right? They figured it out. So we must understand that a strong continent. So we're coming here not to help anybody, but to help ourselves, right? We're helping ourselves as much as we can build, and I don't even like that train, as much as we can come and contribute to the South African development, right?
Yeah.
Right, the continued success of an already successful nation, right, is also helping African Americans in the diaspora. Is also helping all of the diaspora, right? So again, a stronger Africa is a stronger Black folk all over the world.
True.
Right? So it's beneficial. So So the idea that we're going to go help lonely, poor Africans, man, they're folk in Johannesburg doing 50 times better. Hear what I'm saying? Than the masses of Black Americans. And I know that there's poverty in South Africa. I know someone will get in the comments and say that, right?
Right. There's always somebody.
It's good. Somebody go say it. Right?
I was listening to a brother talk earlier, and he's Nigerian, but he was born in the United States, moved back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll never go back to the U.S. I don't want to die there. I want to die in Nigeria. But he talked about, he was like, look at it this way. He was like, we should be in the diaspora, making our, euros, making our dollars, and bringing that resource back to this continent.
Makes sense.
It's like in the same way that Europe came and took resources out of Africa to build their countries and to make their countries strong and what it was, we ought to be doing the exact opposite, extracting resources we can get our hands on there and putting it back onto this continent.
That boy got game.
The boy got game.
The boy got game.
It was a wonderful video.
Right.
Like,
and that's
ahead.
exactly when I said it before in the dialogue. One thing that we have in our toolbox, our benefit, out of all the 400 years of oppression that we have faced in the United States, the one thing that we do have on our side is that we make the U.S. dollar. Right? The U.S. currency.
Access to those markets.
We have access to the markets so that we are able then to use those markets to benefit the continent. And watch this. There was one time a sister said in the first dialogue, she said that if she had like an not American sound, like a more white sounding name, right, she would, get that apartment or she would get the job or whatever have you. I'll tell you this, in the United States, if you have an African sounding name, you probably will get the job. You probably will get the apartment, right? Because Black Americans in the United States come with a certain level of baggage.
Yeah.
We come with baggage. We've been, we are the children of slaves, and we point out racism, and we're loud and we're boisterous, whatever have you, baby. Right?
And we carry a lot of stigma placed on us.
And there's a lot of stigma placed on us, right? So in South Africa, a person with a American or European sounding name may get a little privilege. In the United States, or not, I don't know if you want to call it privilege, or may get the job. This is usually get the job or get the apartment, right? Conversely, in the United States, the person with the African sounding name that may get the job, may get the appointment, may get into that university. Now, some people will look at this and say, well, that's messed up. That's privilege on one end and privilege on the other end. Not if you're working in tandem.
Yeah.
Not if you're working in tandem. That is great. Okay, sister, from South Africa, you go there, you make sure you get that job, and you come back and you build. I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna get the resources over there, and I'm gonna come here, and when I call on the phone and they hear my white name, my government name, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take his call. Yeah, we're gonna work. As long as we're working together, it builds for both of us. It's good for both of us. And so that's the key. If we're working apart and working separately, then yeah, it's not a good look. But the moment we unify, Elijah Muhammad said that the unification, that our unity is more powerful than a hydrogen or atomic bomb. Our unity is more powerful than a hydrogen or atomic bomb. And once we learn to unify, once we learn to work together, and again, I go back to the sermon earlier, and tap into the greatness that already exists within us, man, it's a fear of a black planet.
And you circle back to your first point, you can have your tribe and ethnic affiliations, but don't let that supersede the unity that needs to happen across African populations.
African.
Right.
That, and we ask that question, are you this, that, or you tribe first? I'll answer the question for myself. This is how I'm an African first. I'm black first, right? Then I am a Muslim. Then I am a New Orleanian, or I may sometimes that New Orleanian and Muslim may switch, depending on if somebody playing with me or not. If you playing with me, I might be New Orleanian first. And that means it's trouble for everybody. It's just not a good
smoke in the city.
A lot of furniture moving.
A lot of slow singing and flower bringing.
But I'm African first, right? Then whatever other division we want to have, and as long as we approach it like that, as long as we say that this is my African brother, whether he's from Nigeria, whether he's from Ghana, whether he's from Jamaica, whether he's from Haiti, whether he's from Barbados, whether he's from the United States, this is my African brother. Once we have that type of unity, there's no stopping us. You know, the Quran also says that, and I'm paraphrasing it, and I don't want to, because I'm very particular about how you quote the Quran.
Who are they?
You know, but I'm paraphrasing.
Brother.
You missed this word. Right. All right, but I'm paraphrasing it, and it says that Allah put all these people on this earth for you to learn from. We can learn from the Europeans. We can learn from the Chinese and the way that they handle their diaspora, and the way that they handle the individuals, and the way that they work together. The United States had an entire war against Britain, and now they are comrades. Now they are, what do you call them? Allies. An entire war. They went to war with each other, and now they are allies, right? We have to learn that our unity is our most important asset. And I think that's all I wanted to impress upon us today. And that's why we're having the foodie meetup, so we can show just a small way that as Black people, we can come together, unified, support a cause, bring your money, pay your bill, and support this Black business. And that's just a small step towards unity. So I think that's all. You got anything else on that?
No. Nothing else to add.
Well, we're going to enjoy Josie. And I'll see y'all at 2 o'clock if y'all coming out. And we'll be uploading all kind of videos because we crunk.
Right.
Y'all get tired of seeing the notifications. They uploaded again.
And we're away. The children are back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got time.
Oh, yeah, we got time
plenty
today.
of time.
We got time for the next couple of weeks. We got time. What I want to say, it was something else I wanted to add. If you watch to the end of this video, you're a soldier.
A real one.
All right, y'all have a good one, brother and sisters.